Hello everyone, welcome back to Module 3 of our class, Administrative Human Resources. In Module 3, we'll talk about HR policies and procedures, creation and implementation of HR policies and procedures. Creation and implementation of HR policies and procedures are crucial aspects of human resources management. HR policies and procedures serves as guidelines for employees, management, and the organizations as a whole, outlining the standards and expectations that govern workplace behaviors, employee conduct, and management practices. The following are some comprehensive insights on the creation and implementation of HR policies and procedures. Number one, identifying the need for HR policies and procedures. The first step in creating and implementing HR policies and procedures is identifying the need for them. This can be done by conducting an audit of existing policies and procedures, analyzing employee feedback, and identifying gaps in the organization's HR policies, in the organization HR practices. Number two, establishing HR policies and procedures. Once the need for HR policies and procedures has been identified, the next step is to establish them. This involves defining the purpose, scope, and objective of the policies and procedures, and determining the process for creating and reviewing them. It is essential to involve all relative stakeholders, including employees, managers, and HR professionals, in the process of creating and establishing the policies and procedures. Number three, communicating HR policies and procedures. Communication is key to ensure that HR policies and procedures are understood and followed by all employees. Organizations should develop a communication plan that outlines how the policies and procedures will be communicated to employees, including training sessions, employee handbooks, and other forms of communication. Number four, implementing HR policies and procedures. Once the policies and procedures have been established and communicated, it must be implemented. This includes ensuring that all employees are aware of the policies and procedures and are trained on how to follow them. HR professionals and managers must also ensure that the policies and procedures are being followed and confronted. Number five, reviewing and updating HR policies and procedures. HR policies and procedures must be regularly reviewed and updated to ensure that they are still relevant and effective. This includes monitoring changes in legislation and regulations, employees' feedback, and changes in the organization's goals and objectives. In summary, the creation and implementation of HR policies and procedures requires a systematic approach that involves identifying the need for policies and procedures, establishing them, communicating them to employees, implementing them, and reviewing and updating them regularly. By following these steps, organizations can develop effective HR policies and procedures that promote a positive workplace culture, support employee engagement and productivity, and ensure compliance with legal and regulatory requirements.